Hello and welcome to the first online reading lesson. As you can hear, I speak English with a funny accent, so you may not understand everything that I say. So if there's anything that you have missed out or you have any questions, please don't hesitate to send me an email to learn.assyrian@gmail.com, and I will do my best to reply as soon as I can, but please be patient because I may not be able to reply right away. Now, there are 22 letters in the Assyrian language, which all have distinct sound. Additional sounds are made by placing dots or other symbols under or over certain letters. All these letters are consonants, and vowels are formed by placing dots or dashes above and below letters. In today's lesson, we will do 10 letters and 1 vowel. Now, those of you who are mathematicians, you will probably calculate and say, okay, 22 divided by 2 is 11, while she only doing 10 letters. There's a good reason for that, which I will explain to you later. Now, there are no capital letters in the Assyrian language. However, the Strangelo font is used for titles of books and chapters. And the Strangelo font is shown in Appendix E in my book, this book. And there's also in Appendix A, where the association of Assyrian and English alphabet is shown. You may find that appendix quite useful right from the beginning of this course in order to learn and to be able to remember the sounds and the shapes of the Assyrian alphabet. Now, all the letters connect both in print and writing. In other words, all letters connect from the right-hand side, but there are some letters that do not connect from the left-hand side, which I will show you later. And some letters in certain dialects change the quality of the sound of certain vowels, but we will not go through that. In the book, you will find that in boxes, I have explained the dialect of Urmia. You may want to go through those. For example, here on page 7. I will not explain that in the class, but you may want to go through that on your own. Now, here are the first 10 letters. Alab, which is equivalent to A, Bed, equivalent to B, Gamal, G, Dalat, D, He, which is H, Waw, W, Zain, Z or Z, Ched, which is close to the Scottish CH as in Lach, and Det, which is like the T in Italian. They say Italiano, for example, is somewhere between T and D. And there's Yud, which is equivalent to Y or I. In order to make the sound of Chet, imagine that you want to snore. So there, it's deep in your throat, you will do, so it's Chet. Now, all those letters with a little tail like these, they connect from the left-hand side, whereas Alab or Dalat and He, Waw and Zain, they do not connect. Certain letters assume a different shape if they are at the end of the letter of a word. For example, Alab is written like this with a little tail here if it is at the end of the word. Now, as I said, letters all connect from the right-hand side, but some letters do not connect from the left-hand side. So if I want to write Ab, which means the month of August, I will write it like that, and Alab will not connect to Bed. Whereas if I want to write Baba, which means father, as you can see, Bed connects both from right and from left, and the little tail is dropped. Or if I want to write Hawa, these do not connect at all from here and here. Now, the first vowel that we have is called skapa, which is formed by placing two slashes or dots above the letters, and it has the sound of a, as in father. And throughout the book I have put a sort of hat over a to indicate that it's a and it's different from the sound of a, as in at. So this will be a, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, kha, da, ya. Now I will give you some examples from the book. For example, we have like baba, as I said, which means father. Then we have ab, which is the month of August. We have aha, which means this. Dada, uncle. Hawa is Eve, Adam, Eve. And in order to remember these letters easier, we form words with them. So with the first four, we form the word Abgad, Hawas, and Khattai or Khatti. I prefer to say Khattai. Now these, that's why actually there are 10 letters in today's lesson. These words help us to remember the sound of the letters and the order. So when you want to look up a word in a dictionary using Abgad Hawas, it will be easier for you to know the order of the alphabet. And then it's also helpful to know the sound, the quality of the sound of a letter, especially for children. This is useful because when I say alab, they don't know whether it's A, L, or P, whereas if I say abgad, a, you know already that it's the sound of a. And the same is for gammal. They don't know whether it's G, M, or L, whereas with abgad, ga, you know already that it's G. Okay, that's it for today. Please don't forget to do the exercises on page 8. I will go through these exercises next time. Okay, good luck and goodbye.